Hi guys, it's Sapo from Steinberg, and today we're looking at our brand new interface, which is the AXR4. This is the AXR4T, so it's T for Thunderbolt connectivity. We have up to 384K sample rate and 32-bit integer, so we get actually real more headroom, detailed mixes and recordings. Now, the really cool thing about this is we have two independent headphone outs. Also, we have a real detailed screen for information, so we can actually have a meter bridge and we can set our inputs and outputs. We can actually save scenes to memory as well. So on the left here, really cool preamps from Yamaha. These are hybrid designed preamps. So what that means is we can actually have them clean, or the second mode is a really cool thing here from Rupert Neve Designs. This is the Silk circuit emulation, VCM modeling of the blue and the red circuits. So the blues for more solid lows, kicks, great on sub basses, and the reds for more mid to high end. So we get like that sparkle, that high end sort of sheen and pop. Great for guitars, acoustic guitars, and extremely good on vocals as well. And the great thing about it is that we can actually engage or disengage. So we can actually go clean mode when we're recording, or we can engage the Rupert Neve Silk design, say for instance the red circuit I've got on now at the moment, and then really enhance that. And I can choose with this knob here, this texture knob, how much harmonics I'm actually imparting into the signal. So obviously we can have it quite low, but if we really want to get a real good sound, a good pop, good sparkle, good sheen out of our recording, I can actually turn to really up to 10. You know, I can go up to 10 with the harmonic saturation. If it was the blue mode, again, at 10 again, it'd be amazing to get more depth out of your kicks. Sub basses, it sounds really great on, so we get a really meaty sub bass. So great for like synth basses or some sort of analog sub as well that you might be maybe resampling into here, like a synthesizer, and it will sound really cool. So another real cool thing about the AXR4 is we have onboard DSP. So we have the VCM plugins. So we have VCM modeling of the 601 EQ, which is a great analog EQ. We can cut and boost at extreme values with not much distortion or resonance. We have the 276 compressor, which is great for bus compression, but also works well on vocals and acoustic instruments. We have the Rev X reverb, which is built on the hardware algorithms from the SPX series. And also we have the morphing channel strip. So we have EQ and compression together in one strip. Also, that can be sidechained enabled. So all these plugins can be monitored. You can track through them for recording. We can also impart maybe in conjunction with the Neve as well. So we can actually have the Silk circuit mixed with the 601 EQ whilst tracking to get a really powerful sound. So as far as I/O options on the AXR4, we have 8-in and 8-out analog. Digital capabilities are quite big. We have 16 and 16-out ADAT capability. We also have AES, we have EBU. If you clock in, we have word clock in and word clock out. Also, there's MIDI in and out capability. And of course, we have the Thunderbolt 2 connection. Also, the really cool thing is we can actually increase and expand our I/O options, digital and analog, and combine them with 3 units together. All can be controlled within one interface within your DAW for a real powerful solution. So let's have a look at the DSP. On board, we have the VCM plugins. So we have the 601 EQ, the 276 compressor, we have the Rev X reverb, and we have the morphing strip. So as you can see here, we have direct control of the AXR4 within Cubase's control panel. So this is Cubase 10. AXR4 will come up as a control panel, and we can control, so this can be further away from us actually. We can actually control the Silk circuit, the gains, inputs and outputs. We can change the matrix routing. We can even check the meter bridge. So we can actually get a meter bridge up and see our ins and outs, which is really cool. So let's record with effects. This is a really cool feature of the AXR4. So for instance, when Matt's playing, I can actually, in conjunction with the Silk circuit, add some EQ as well. So I might want to brighten up and pop out more of the plucks, as well as enhancing the bottom end with a bit of saturation from the Silk circuit. So as you can see here in the mix console for the AXR4, we have 2 effects slots. So we have the channel strip, we have the compressor 276, and we have the 601 EQ. So let's get the 601 EQ up. And as you can see, that's what it looks like. And if I move it to the right slightly so you can see more of the console, what we can have here is, a button called FX Rec. So that's FX recording. So that means that when Matt plays, I can then enhance, the EQ. I can add compression there if I want as well, some bus compression, but the EQ is really good for getting brightening the sound, maybe taking more out of it before we start to warm it up with the Silk Circuit Blue. So let's play Matt, and then I'm gonna just slightly EQ your sound, and then we're gonna dial in some texture, and then we're gonna record it all into Cubase 10. So I'm really happy with that. It's even just brighten it up a bit more. The Silk Circuit, now we're going to actually dial some more of that in to get some warmth as well. Great stuff. So we're at 5 on the Silk Circuit. Well, 5.1, call it 5. We're at 5 on the Silk Circuit, and we have some EQ with our 601, as you can see here. Now, you can use 2 effects in series. We're just going to use the EQ for now to see that it's what the VCM plugins actually do. And a further tip is they actually install as plugins as well within your DAW. Not just Cubase, they actually install as third-party plugins as well. So Onboard DSP, latency-free, built into the unit, and we can use them as plugins as well. So you're not just tied to that, you can actually use them later on in other projects without the unit. So got the EQ, we've got some texture in about 5, and you can hear it sounds quite warm already. Let's record it into Cubase 10, and let's hear how it sounds. Brilliant. So here it is recorded with the VCM plugins. We have the blue Silk Circuit engaged at about half texture, so it's about 5. We've got the 601 EQ here in our console. It's not gone too mad with the settings, but this is really great for cutting and boosting at extreme values with not much resonance or distortion. And we've got a nice pluck out the sound. We've sharpened up the sound, so it's sharp and warm. And what we'll do is we will get Matt to play one more time the same riff, and we'll have no texture on, and we'll have no 601 EQ on of our VCM plugins, and then we'll compare the versions, and we'll actually see the versions and see what the difference it's actually doing to the sound. So as Matt's recorded into Cubase 10, we've got 2 waveforms. We've got the clean and we've got the treated. So let's have a listen to how they both sound. And let's listen to a little bit of the treated recording. So as you can hear of our first clip, we had a great transparent clean sound, but once we engaged our onboard DSP and the Silk Circuit, we added a more full-bodied, full depth, saturation, and more controlled sound. So let's hear how the AXR4 sounds with the Silk Circuit engaged. We've got Matt here, who's going to play us a nice riff, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dial in the texture knob, which is here, and I'm actually going to dial it in gradually so you can actually hear how much it starts to impart harmonics and warmth and depth to the sound. And then I'm going to get him to play the riff again, and then we're going to do a total bypass, on and off, and you're going to really hear the difference at full texture as he starts to play more and more, the real sound difference with the blue Silk Circuit engaged as opposed to it just coming in transparent. So, are you ready, Matt? Okay, let me get it down. So that was the AXR4. As you can see, it's got some great standout, unique features that will really enhance your productions. For more Steinberg related stuff, please check out the Gear4music website.